Hello, everybody. How y'all doing? Hello, my girl platypus pussy and tie eyes. I'm so glad that every you two are here. Might be a little slow night tonight. Most people want to get into the drama, so I'm not doing drama tonight. I'm gonna stick with my title that it's not as popular as some other things to talk about on YouTube. But hey, Brooklyn Ellie. But I'm glad that you three are here. Um, Thank you so much. I'm going to talk about don't let fear stop you. Do it afraid. Hey, QT. Yeah, don't let fear stop you. This is, like I said, this is just going to be it's not going to be a very long live. I'm also at the end going to have a open panel for those who want to, come on the panel and talk about some of their biggest fears, what they've overcame, what they're overcoming, because we all have fears that we have not overcome yet. Hey, my buddy, my boo, no limit. Glad to see you. I know you're probably gonna be in and out uh, because it's a lot going on these YouTube streets tonight. And really, I wanted to talk about fear because this is something I have been struggling with, and majority of us have some type of uh, fears that some we have over, like I said, some we have overcame, and some we are still overcoming. I believe, when I first started this channel, I was very afraid because I'm not one of those people that like a lot of drama. Thank you so much. Thank you everybody for joining. Hey Ashkiro, I'm so glad. Platypussy, Lady Ellie, QT, my boy No Limit. Let's see who we got in here. Tie Eyes. I just thank you guys so much for being here. Like I said, I've had some fears. My one of my fears was starting my channel because I was going through a lot on this app with different people, and it was kind of unusual because I never find myself in situations like that in my real life, which was very strange for me to have to encounter it in YouTube world. But I was very hesitant to start my channel because I wasn't a person that was a beef person. I'm like, I said what I said. I'm not gonna keep going back and forth with you. And then I just wasn't into the stuff that these people be doing, like going deep in the gutter to really do stuff to other people. Like I wasn't into that. Then I thought about it. I'm like, dang, I probably won't have that many people. I don't know if I had that many people to even come by. To be honest with you, I'm like, I probably maybe have 2 or 3 people in the chat. But I'm like, well, if that's the case, that is what it is. And then I thought about it. I'm like, okay, even if it is 2 or 3 people, um, what is my message going to be? I had just a lot of fears, a lot of questions. And plus, I don't really like talking in front of people. I had a really hard time when in college having to take a public speaking class, and it was a core prerequisite class that I had to take, and I couldn't get out of it. I really tried to get out of that class, but it was, in order for me to graduate, I couldn't get out of it. So I went through it. I can't even remember what my first speech was, but whatever it was, the professor, Dr. Rodriguez, was very impressed with my delivery, how I gave eye contact to the audience, how I articulated, and I really hated I really still do hate my southern, well, southeast Eastern accent, in Texas. So I'm from Southeast Texas, and then I moved to Dallas. So I have still that little country accent, and I hated it so much. And she worked in radio on the side, and she was telling me that I needed to get into public speaking. Well, when I got into the public speaking, and doing, talking in front of classes, and in the classes maybe was like, maybe I think 50 to 60 people. It was kind of a small class for a college course, but um, so I had to speak in front of those people, and I was scared. I mean, my palms were sweating. I was hoping that I didn't stutter. I was hoping that I didn't, because when you're doing speeches, you have like these flashcards, the index cards that you kind of read off of, and you do your speech on. You don't have like a piece of paper. So when I was doing my speeches, I was like, I hope I don't miss anything. I hope I still can give eye contact as I give my speech. So as I was giving my speech or whatever, like I said, I was scared. But I was just like, let me say a little prayer, get up there and do the best I can. Well, so to my surprise, actually the professor, like I said before, was very impressed. And then some of the people, hey Gartrell, some of the people in my class was very impressed. But it was one boy in there. I don't know what was with this guy, but he would always like be in the back of the class, and he would get a few people back there. And every time I would go up there, like he would be saying little sly remarks or laughing. And I'm like, I don't even know this dude. So it really kind of pissed me off. And he would like he kept doing it to where it was just like it was noticeable to me, because I'm like, okay, well, I thought he was just doing it to everybody, but it was only when I would get up there. And so one day I was just not feeling it. Like I try to be not nice, but when you kind of rub me the wrong way, hey Ty Eyes, when you rub me the wrong way, I can really go there. And this is what I said, because he said some comment. He was like, said something under his breath, and he was talking about me because I had just finished doing a speech, and my professor was like, oh, I'm so impressed, and I really like how you did this, I like how you did that. You really have a nice voice, just keep practicing and everything. So I was like, oh, and like I said, this guy was saying something under his breath, and I had sit down, and I was like, you know what, you need to shut the hell up. And he was like, who are you talking to? I said, I'm talking to you, nigga. What's up? Now, looking at my picture, I look like I can't bust a grape. But look, that's why I said you never really know people, right? So I'm like, yeah, I'm talking to you. I said, you need to shut the fuck up sometimes. You talk too damn much. So everybody in class was like, ooh, like, oh my God, I can't believe she said that. But I'm like, I'm so tired of you, nigga. I don't even know you. Like, what you gotta say? So Dr. Rodriguez was like, Miss Selena, calm down. And the guy was looking like he was confused that this even came out of my mouth, because I try to talk, articulate, and I try to be, like really, just decent. I'm not really about that rah kind of life, but I can go there. Like, that's why I said you don't really know people, and you don't know what people went through. Don't look at people and judge people and think, oh, they ain't gonna do nothing, they ain't gonna say nothing, because you really don't know folks like that. But really, I had to really get with him and let him know, nigga, you don't know me. And I really try not to say nigga, but I had to kind of get with him a little bit. And then Dr. Rodriguez had talked to me after class and just was encouraging me not to let people like that distract me, and not hide the word, and not to let them make me fearful of doing what, I may be good at doing. And then, like, shortly after the class, like before the class ended for that semester, this same guy came up to me, because first I was like, I had my defenses up, like, okay, do I need to am I gonna have to fight this guy or what, and I was already getting myself together. And he was like, well, first of all, I would like to apologize to you for how I acted towards you in this class. And I was looking at him like, okay. And then he was like, also, I want to let you know that you really are a good speaker. And, I just wanted to let you know that. So I was like, okay, because I was still kind of shocked. Like, this is really weird. You were just giving me a hard time in the class, trying to get my attention. Then when I went off on you, now you feeling bad or whatever. So you want to come and apologize. So once he apologized, I was like, okay. And he said, I hope you accept my apology. I said, I accept your apology. Just remember, don't do people like that, because you really don't know people and you don't know people's struggles. And this was one of my struggles, actually speaking publicly in front of people. So, but I accept your apology. And he was like, thank you. And that was it. And I had no more problems with this guy. So I guess from the point of me saying this was, like I said, I was scared to do it because I was scared of being ridiculed by other people about how I spoke in front of people. And then when I found out that I might be kind of good at it, from what my professor said, then I said, you know what? I'm nervous, I'm afraid, but if I can get through this class, maybe I can get through any other fears that I'm dealing with. And that was just one fear that I felt like I guess I've overcame. Like, I still don't like speaking in front of people, to be honest with you. I still am leery about speaking even on YouTube, but I feel like each and every time I get up here and each and every time I speak, whatever someone has me to speak on something, I feel like I'm getting more and more out of that fear of being in front of people. And sometimes when I'm speaking in public, if it's something that I'm speaking in public, I look at people, but I don't really look at people. I see through them, because it helps me not to focus on their face. If I imagine maybe a clock at the back of the wall, people think I'm looking at them. I'm actually looking at the clock, because I sometimes, if you look at people while you're talking, you'll lose focus, and if they have a frown or some type of unlikable expression, you might get nervous and forget what you're saying. And so I've learned to kind of maneuver some things to kind of learn how to, I guess, use my fear as power. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I think as people, when we have fears about certain things, like, we can actually use it for our power, for our benefit. And like I said, and let me stop saying that's another thing I had bad saying, but not I just got, like I said, I have to catch myself. But yeah, there I go. You know what, let me stop, so because I'm gonna keep saying but I went through that experience, and there was some other things. Like, we all have different fears. Some people have a fear of rejection, so they don't even try to meet anyone, because they already feel like, I'm going to be rejected, or I might get rejected, when you very well may not be rejected by someone. Some people have a fear. I think it's what is that fear of spiders? Starts with the A. I can't think of it right now. But some people have a fear of spiders. Some people have a fear. That's another fear I have. I do not like lightning. Like, if it's a thunderstorm, like, I'm not feeling it. So I always had a fear of that. But as I gotten older, I've gotten better with that. Let me see. Arachnophobia. Yeah, arachnophobia. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Yeah, thank you. I don't want to call you your other name, so I'm gonna say No Limit. I get tempted to call your other name. Arachnophobia. Okay. Yeah. So that some people just have different fears. Another fear, I hate roaches. Like that's another fear of mine. I hate roaches. Like I said, we all have a type of fear that maybe sometimes paralyzes us to an extent. And my fear was, like I said, speaking in front of people. Let me see another fear of mine that I have. Besides, I don't like lightning, don't like roaches. I just, oh, they make me afraid, especially the water bugs. And what was the other fear that I had? Like I said, public speaking. I think that's, oh, another thing I'm afraid of is really opening myself up to people. Hey, cornbread. I really am afraid to open myself up to people. And that has been a fear of mine because I really just don't. Okay. So no limit. He don't like heights. Oh, you're asking me, I don't have a problem with heights. That has never been an issue to mine, which is weird. Most they say some women have issues with heights, but no. Yeah, but opening myself up to other people, like I have a fear of that, because when you are going through dealing with people and you've been hurt by trying to trust people and deal with people, and then when people turn on you, that can make you hard and not want to open up to anybody anymore. So sometimes I have that fear of opening myself up to people. I think even with that, you have to get over that because you have to get to know somebody. You can't just be closed in and just thinking about just not wanting to be hurt. You just can't do that. And you know hey Marv, how you doing? I thought you would have been somewhere else because they got a lot going on in these YouTube streets. But yeah, I'm just talking about fear. Got my people in here. I'm so glad to see you guys, like for real, for real. But yeah, I have like problems like with opening up to people because, like I said, people out here are crazy. And if you're not careful, you will end up in some real deep stuff, dealing with folks out here and some unnecessary things. But I want to get some of you maybe somebody can tell me, about some of their fears. I am going to I don't Melly, oh gosh, let me not say I've said your name. But no limit. I'm going to put this copy. I'm a copy and put this in my comment section. And I don't know how to pin this. I'm still learning how to do this. And anybody that wants to come up and talk about fear. And guys, I got a surprise for you guys. God willing, next Thursday, hopefully I'll have my boy Mob Only over here. Next Thursday, I'll be interviewing him. He's very talented as well. So hopefully I'll have him over here next Thursday. Everything goes well. But and then I will be doing a live on Sunday with another very special person. I'm not gonna put that live up until maybe Saturday. I'll put that live up. Okay, she said on the side of your comments there are 3 dots. Click on them and pin. Okay, yeah, Ma. So hopefully I'll have him over here. See, I'm still learning about this kind of stuff. Let me see if I can. But if not, one of y'all can keep the keep it pinned in my comments. Let me see. Okay. Hey, Omega, how are you? I'm glad to see you. Okay, so let me try to see if, okay, pin this message. Thank you, Ellie, because I had no idea what I was doing. So I appreciate that. Again, those who have not subscribed, please do like, share, and subscribe. Also, tell some people about me that's into like different type of content. Like I'll do interviews. I'm gonna be talking about different subjects to make us more aware of what's going on. I'm not doing no beef and drama. I can't do it. Like I said, I don't have that type of energy to go back and forth with people I don't know and don't care about. So um, if you if you have anything, like if you want to come up here and get on my panel, I'll be more than happy to bring you up, because like I said, I want to talk about fear. Hi, Montrese, how are you? I hope I said your name. I have sometimes I butcher people's name. I don't mean to. Yeah. I hope I said okay, that's good. So anybody want to come up here, and don't leave me up here by myself. Y'all, you make the panel more interesting. So I'm gonna do a video. Those who can stay around, I was gonna share my screen to show you different types of fears. Going at it. Okay, these people on YouTube be going at it for nothing. Correct. And that's why I'm staying over here. Now, what I might bring to light on this coming weekend, which would be Sunday, it might make some people very upset, but I really don't care, because I'm about knowing the truth, whether I like you or not. And I will be reviewing Brooklyn Lady Ellie. I will be reviewing her videos on how the drama got started with with her name all in it. So I'm gonna try to do a video on that, and see if we can get some kind of clarity on what's going on. Okay, let me see. Brooklyn A. Okay, let me add you. Hey, Miss Ellie, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you, Selena?
Girl, I am so glad it's about to be spring break. I'm tired of those kids.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm really sick of these kids. I shouldn't say that, but hey,
No, you're a teacher. It's fine.
yeah.
You love them, but it's good to go home. It's good to get a break.
Right, right. And I cannot wait for the summer. But I wanted to ask you to stick with the subject
Yeah,
to don't let fear stop you. What kind of fear have you had that almost paralyzed you, but you either overcame it or you're overcoming it? Like what kind of fear have you been through?
losing people.
Mm-hmm.
I was always afraid of being alone, and then I lost my husband, my mom, and for a couple of years I was by myself. It was a forced thing. It wasn't something I wanted,
Mm-hmm.
but I got through it somehow.
You got through it. Do you think it is it because of your faith, or just because you decided not to just give up? Like what was it?
There was no choice. If there was a choice, I would have chosen not to be alone,
Mm-hmm.
but there was no choice in the matter.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I think a lot of times too. A lot of times we don't have choices. Well, we do have a choice, and that's to give up. You right, but at the end of the day, giving
I couldn't do that. I had one thing to take care of still, and that was my cat. What was I going to do? Just throw her out? And,
right,
you know,
right. So, is there any other fears besides the fear of being alone that you have dealt with?
spiders.
Spiders. Okay, so
Um, I even typed in the chat the booming on the ceiling. When
Uh-huh.
my landlord was renovating the apartment upstairs, our ceilings kept falling in,
Wow.
and they would be big, loud crashes. And one day it broke my mother's fan. My
Uh-huh.
mother's fan was one of those old ones. It wasn't plastic,
Mm-hmm.
it was metal,
Hmm.
and the whole thing was bent. And this was the fan in her room, and she usually took naps at that time.
Mm-hmm.
But her whole ceiling in her room just came down.
Wow.
And they weren't going to stop breaking it in because of all the dust. They couldn't see that they had actually broken into our apartment.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
every time I hear a boom upstairs, I get scared.
Right. Um, I have heard a lot of people, and this has something to do with fear. A lot
Mm.
of people I've heard are afraid of not being successful or not being successful. Um, and some people I've heard they are so afraid of not being successful, they end up not trying at all. But I'm like, how so are you afraid of not accomplishing it? I was trying to understand that because it was someone I was talking to and they were afraid of actually, I think I don't know who it was, but it was someone that was afraid of starting a business. And I know I've been there too, starting a business because you don't think that you maybe can pull it off. And
I know I wouldn't be able to.
yeah, I had the fear of, because I was gonna start in sales. It's this thing called Total Life Changes, and I had to drive at first to tell people about this product. It helps you to lose weight, it helps you to look good. It helps your skin and all this kind of stuff. And I was just selling it. I got on my Facebook selling it. Telling my family and friends about it. It went absolutely nowhere. I mean, my first week, I had so much. I wasn't going to allow fear to stop me, and I had so many people at first buying from me because they was like, "Well, we'll help you out," but it's like, okay, they didn't want to keep buying the product, so that's what kind of my drive for it. I kind of lost it because it's like, okay, I'm tired of trying to convince these people. They can look at me and see that you know the product is working and everything. So why am I not doing better with the sales? And then you got people in that particular company like multimillionaires and stuff like that. And some people think it's like it may be a pyramid thing, a scheme or whatever. But I was really trying to. I wasn't going to let fear stop me, and I was going to tell people about it and try to sell the product. And then the steam for to keep selling it, to keep telling people that I kept getting rejected. Some people like, I'm gonna buy it from you next week, and then they'll never buy it. Then that fear came back, and it was just like, I ain't gonna not gonna keep getting told no, or I'll wait and I'll buy it. I just got worn out, and then I allowed that fear to kind of take over, and I said, you know what, no, I'm gonna let that go. And then I
It
thought
might not be just fear, it
uh
might be something else.
it might have been just irritated.
Not
That was one of
irritation, and I know a lot of people have different beliefs,
mhm,
but I do believe God has a plan for all of us.
right.
And He might have been telling you, no, this isn't you.
Yeah, and it
This isn't
really
for you.
it really was. I was just trying to make that multi-million dollars, like some of those other chicks was making money, and I was just trying to make some money, and do it that way. But it was just like it wasn't for me. I mean, I don't think I think I could sell, but I think eventually I think I get irritated and tired of trying to convince other people about a product. So I
because
just
it's
figured,
not for you.
yeah, I just figured, yeah, that's maybe, yeah, I thought it was a
And
little.
why stay in a thing
Hmm.
that's not for you and making you sick if you have a different opportunity?
Correct. And I'm still searching for that opportunity. I haven't found it yet, but hopefully, eventually, I will um, find that opportunity because, like I said, sales is just not for me. At the
No, but obviously being a teacher is.
Yeah, and even sometimes, some days, I'm kind of questioning that as well, because, like I said, teaching in this day and time, you got to be a babysitter, you got to be a caretaker, you got to be a parent, a friend, you got to be all of that in like one thing, right? And
Right.
these kids have more issues than you can ever imagine, especially
More than
foster
when I
kids,
was a kid.
huh?
More than when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, of course. Like I said, even when I was a kid, I'm a millennial. So even when I was coming up, like in the '90s and early 2000s, like some of this stuff, I didn't have to deal with that, and even the kids that were I was around were not like so disrespectful like these kids are now. These kids will cuss you out, and they just in third grade.
I
So
know.
yeah, so at first I was fearful of that job because I'm like, what if I'm not a good teacher? What if I lack in some areas? But then I'm like, at this point in my life right now, I'm just trying to just take fear at at the head and move on, because if that's the case, we're gonna be fearful of everything, right?
Right.
And Montrese said, I do not have any fear, but I do worry about people a lot in my personal life, the ones that don't want to get out the streets. And right. And some people don't have enough sense to be afraid. And they end up in situations like people doing things, getting out there on the streets and doing things. They have no fear. And sometimes that fear can lead to a bigger problem. It could lead to death. It could lead to being in prison. Because some people, they don't have no fear to where they just foolish. Because
True, but fear is actually an asset.
sometimes it can be.
It makes you think, it makes you a little more cautious
Mm-hmm.
rather than just plowing through everything.
Right.
Sometimes it can be an actual gift.
Right. Right. That's true. That's very true. But I should have, changed our live to tonight. But like I said, I kind of wanted to stick to the program. Like I said, this might not get too many views or likes, but because like I said, talking about like different subjects like this don't really grasp people like drama does. And but this is where I have to stay true to myself, at the end of the day.
Your
Um,
channel is your channel. Do what you want.
exactly,
If you want to talk about recipes, talk about recipes. It's whatever you want to do.
exactly. And see, and the fear of not being accepted, you know. Now some people, you don't really care about being accepted by, but sometimes we do have a fear of being accepted and not just being an outcast, right? So
Hmm.
I know that's something that I know I have struggled with in the past, because you're not like everybody else and you don't do what everybody else is doing. What is No Limit said, hit the like twice. Yes, please. And anybody else that want to come up that's still here. Um
I can go if you want. It's not a problem.
no, I want you to stay up here.
Okay.
um because we're gonna still talk and everything, but if anybody else wants to join, I would like to have a male perspective, Ellie, too, because like I said, we women, we go through some things, but sometimes a male perspective is always good to hear from too. So I don't know if a male wants to come up here, or anybody really wants to come up here and talk about it, but uh, No Limit says, I don't care. I stand alone. I know that's right. So yeah, and that's what I'm gonna well, I am learning to do. And sometimes, Ellie, you are familiar with it. Sometimes standing alone causes you to be an outcast.
Right.
That could be another fear. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't have the strength to stand alone. They don't have the strength to be an outcast. And that's one thing that I
Right.
admire about some people and I admire about you. You don't mind being that outcast, you know? And
No, I don't. I just mind lies.
yeah. And have you
It's
always been
not
like
like a little lie like saying, no, she's wrong. Her eyes aren't green, they're blue.
that?
That's a
Right,
little thing. Other
right,
things?
right. And you have always, to me, you spoke what you felt regardless. And when you were speaking, Ellie, about some of the things that you agreed with and some of the things you didn't agree with, did you have some type of fear there?
At times, because my opinion, a lot of the times, is very, very unpopular.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And there are even videos I haven't done because my opinion would be very unpopular.
Right. Do you think that are you gonna allow that fear to make you not put those videos out?
No, no, no. I'm just going to figure a way to word them properly
Okay. Okay.
because there are a lot of times I just go off of emotions
Mm-hmm.
and that can annoy some people. So I
Mm-hmm.
have to have the proper wordage.
And at the end of the day, everybody's not gonna like it. I don't care with some folks, you can word things in a way that you feel like is not offensive. But there's some ways people will still find it offensive. So I
If they're
think
looking, yeah,
yeah, because they're looking for it. But I think sometimes you just have to say what it is
right.
at the end of the day. And I know from me being on this app, sometimes I'm fearful of just really telling people, you know, jump off a cliff, because at the end of the day, I don't know you and don't care to know you. But I really try not to be offensive to people, but at the same time, some things just need to be said, whether a person like it or not. Because guess what? They not afraid to tell you how they feel.
And no, they're not.
You know what I'm saying, Ellie? So I think that I think you hold yourself you know, I think you hold yourself pretty well considering. Um
Thank you.
um you said and no limit. He said don't seek validation from strangers. Right. That yeah, exactly. Right there. Don't and this is where we come in some situations right here. Don't seek validation. See, because some people have, like I said, that fear of rejection. People have dealt with that for so many years. They really seek for a lot of validation from people that they don't even know. you know, and that's really a lot of people' problem. Attention, validation. That's what people are looking at. So, um, I just like I said, I don't know. I just focused on this fear because I know for me, starting this channel was scary because of the stuff that I was dealing with. And I told you some of it earlier, Ellie. But some of the things that I was dealing with, I'm like, I don't think nobody gonna come over here. It's a lot of people that seem like they don't like me, and it's
Well,
just
I never thought that when I first saw you were doing videos and whatever,
like, uh huh.
lives. I knew people were going to come.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. But see,
I didn't know how many,
Uh,
Not like you thinking 2 or 3.
uh,
I thought 10 to 20,
yeah,
but you know,
yeah. And but see, if I came on here hollering and snot coming out my nose, cussing and fussing,
there'd
hey
be a lot
ID.
more.
Oh, I would have so many people if I was cussing you out or cussing somebody else out in the chat. Boy, I tell you, them numbers would be popping up. But that's just not, like I said, that's just not me. And like
Well, we all love that to a point.
I,
It's part of being human beings. I mean, look
mhm,
at soap operas, look at TV shows. We get involved, we get to like the people in them, and drama happens.
yeah,
But none of us like it when we're the ones actually involved.
exactly.
Everybody wants to comment on it, and everybody has a voice to say something.
Hmm.
It's just when it gets to be too bad,
Mhm.
there's a problem.
Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Like I had no idea, when things were going on with me. I didn't have no idea I made impacts on people to where they want to do lives and everything. That was just really something that also made me fearful of doing a channel because I'm like, look, that's weird to me, and I don't know if I can deal with going back and forth with people like that. Like that's just not my cup of tea. So it made me fearful of being basically talked about, ridiculed, or just being ostracized. But I'm
I
here.
honestly think there's no way to avoid that.
Yeah, it basically.
Even if you're just in the chat
Mm-hmm.
and you never go on panels or whatever, eventually somebody's going to come after you. I
That's
believe
sad.
that. I believe no one's exempt from that.
Really. Huh.
And look at Barbie girl Tina for years
Mm-hmm.
going through that shit of she's a guy.
Right.
And I've said it before, if she's a guy, God bless her surgeon.
Well, we all know she's not
No, she's not. She's not at all.
yeah, like I said, everybody they put you out there to be something that you are not. And some people will question that, and that's fine. You just have to, I guess I'm just learning how to stand 10 toes down. So whoever's for me, they're for me. Whoever's not, they're not. And I
That's it.
can't allow fear to, if I have a message, I can't allow fear to stop me from saying my message, expressing my message, because like I said, all of us have some type of gift, some type of talent, and we are to use it to the best of our ability. My talent may be expressing myself, you know, and your talent may be, I don't know, maybe learning. Maybe you know how to sew really well. Whatever you
No, my
do.
talent is pissing people off.
Yeah. Well, that makes the both of us. We seem to have that talent very well. So I'm learning to laugh at it. QT says, I agree, Ellie. It's like that everywhere. People are miserable, I might as well say as fuck, and lurking always. Just block and ignore and keep going. Well, we
There
got
are
blocked.
some
Look,
chats I go into, all I see is Nightbot.
yeah, we
I got like everybody blocked now.
Queen.
Doesn't matter.
I'm gonna call Queen Blockalina.
Hey,
She will Queen will block your ass. So I'm gonna start. I'm gonna call QT Blockalina. She'll give it. She'll block anybody. She ain't. If she don't like your energy, is something about you, she ain't gonna fool with you. She's just gonna block you. And she said
and
she
that's
sure
the way
will.
we all have to learn.
Yeah.
how to be. We all have to
Yeah,
like
we
get a tougher skin. I don't even know if I should use that wordage, but yeah,
mhm.
you know, you hear a lot of people say it's YouTube. Yes, some of the things are just YouTube.
Mhm.
But when you really take it off YouTube
Mhm.
and you go for the jugular
Mhm.
or you go for real life things, it's like what the hell are you doing?
Mhm. It makes you afraid or fearful of dealing with people. Period.
Right.
When I was looking up fear in the dictionary, because I was trying to see really how to define it, and in fear, the first definition is an unpleasant, often strong emotion caused by expectation or awareness of danger. Hmm. So that was the first definition of fear. Then they have the other definition of fear. That's if you have a reverence or awe towards a god or gods. That would be the second definition, and that's out of my Webster dictionary.
Right.
Because I was trying to get the meaning. I wanted to know the meaning. So basically, it's unpleasant. It's often a strong emotion caused
It
by.
can also be a strong physical thing.
Oh yeah, some people are so
Sometimes you get
fearful.
so scared you're paralyzed.
Right, right.
So,
And sometimes that is when people are socially awkward, when they don't know how to be around other people. They're kind of paralyzed by the fear of talking to people and being around people. Some people are like that too, because it's,
yep.
like I said, it's different type of phobias, and phobia, that's just another word for fear. Yeah, so like I said, we all that I think that's just a universal thing. We all have some types of fears. QT says a fear of exposure, facing each alternative reality.
Alternate reality, yeah.
Oh,
Because
oh, okay.
everybody's reality is honestly different.
Hey, Larry. Uh-huh. Alternate reality. Yeah, facing each alternate reality. I'm sorry. And hey, Larry, how are
And then
you?
when the exposure comes, people will use that as a weapon against you
Right.
for
Correct.
doing nothing. So, but yet, in order to make friends, you're supposed to open yourself up.
Exactly. And that's where, we kind of get. I know for me, that's kind of where I close down a little bit and shut down, because I just don't. Sometimes I let fear stop me from getting to know people, because these people are nuts out here, and some
Yeah,
people, like I said, they be on some demon time. You be like,
yeah.
I want to get to know nobody right now. I'm just chilling. Like,
See, the internet is a good thing,
uh,
but then you have people who use it the wrong way, and that's a problem.
right.
Lonnie even said this morning on one of her lives, socially awkward people have really come out of their shells on YouTube. The problem is, some of those people take it way too far.
Really, they really do. They really do. And that's what um that she telling the truth on that. And what was Lonnie talking about this morning? I miss her lives in the morning.
Um, Something about Will T,
Uh-huh.
and apparently a bunch of women was attacking him on his live.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Uh,
Was that the live that you were on?
oh, I was on them all. I just wound up falling asleep on them
Oh, okay.
because the past couple of days I've been really exhausted.
Probably mentally.
Yeah.
Nothing else. It's mentally. Um, yeah. Some people have fear of consequences. Okay.
True,
So
which is like what I said about the wordage for a video I want to put out. Did you see the movie Till?
chill.
Till, Till?
No, I've never seen that.
Okay, it's a new movie about the Emmett Till story.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was amazing, and everyone thought the woman who played his mother
Uh-huh.
would get a lot of award nominations, and something happened and she didn't. I think she might have gotten a SAG nomination or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And I got to figure out the proper way to say my feelings on that
Uh-huh.
because it will be taken the wrong way and it will cause trouble. And, you know, but there is a little bit of fear of that because you don't want trouble. People who side with you get in trouble for being with you, and
Yeah,
it's just a big load of stuff.
your comment section is not safe.
No.
you'll you'll get called all kinds of names when you say something.
Yes, QT. It's called Till, and it was amazing performances all the way around.
Oh, I have to see that.
Amazing.
But see, sometimes those movies make me so mad too, because it's like just to think about what some of I know Black history, my which is would be my history, dealing with that kind of thing. It makes you angry, and I have to
It
be
did, but
very
that's
conscious.
also the mark of a good movie if it grips you
You're
and
right,
it takes you on an emotional ride, whether that ride is happy, like Cocaine Bear,
right.
or like there was a scene in the movie where my chest was hurting because I was thinking, what if it was my son?
Mm,
I'm not going to say what part it is because I don't want to give spoilers,
mm-hmm,
but it was very like, wow.
hmm,
If you're thinking your kids were in that situation and when they came back to you,
mm-hmm.
it's like it was powerful. The movie was powerful.
And see that I would have been very pissed off about that because I mean almost to where I would be homicidal. But see, at that time, Black people were very limited, especially through the law on what they could do. And I just think about, I think I was born in the right time period
Oh
because
yeah.
I know I probably would have been lynched because I have a mouth on me and I'll be ready to fight in a minute. Most people don't know, especially on here, they don't know. I got them hands on me. I've been on pop somebody in a minute. So I
I
really,
see movies like that and I'm like, why?
right.
Why? People are people. I understand there should be different pay for different jobs. Like
Mm-hmm.
if I'm working in McDonald's, I should not get the pay you get as being a teacher with all the stuff you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
But it has nothing to do with being male or female or black or white. And I see those movies and I'm like, how the hell did people get away with that?
Right. I don't see how. It's like I don't see. And the weird thing where I'm from, I'm from a smaller country town. So, hey Rich. So, when I didn't really see dealing with racism um growing up there, which was very odd because most people think when you're from the country that you've dealt with a lot of the things like racism and stuff like that. And I didn't have to deal with that for some apparent reason. Like I said, well, most of I know on my grandfather's side, um, they my grandfather's grandfather was white, so I saw most of the white people where I'm from that knew my family. They were friendly too.
I'm
Now,
sorry, it said something about my device wasn't connected.
yeah, I don't know. But I was just talking about me. Hey, Ronald. Hey, Rich. From the small town that I'm from. I was saying that my grandfather was white, and the our it was a big group of of white people that were a part of my family. I had no idea until I got a little older because they were really nice to my family, and I didn't understand, well, why these white people really nice to my family, until I found out later that they were my relatives. And this was on my mom's side. I have it on both, but I've never dealt with um anybody's doing racial slurs or anything of that nature. So when I see this on TV, I kind of like, wow, this is what people had to go through. Some people's stories are totally different. So I didn't really have that fear of being around white people, maybe some black people might experience. Ronald, come up here because you've been missing in action. You need to come up here on the panel. Ellie dropped down again. I hope Ellie comes back up. Ronald, bring yourself up here. Can you hit the panel? Maybe Miss Ellie might come back. So, what else is going on in these YouTube streets? I see a lot of people going live talking about the same old, same old. That seems to be very popular around here. But I'm gonna stay on here a few more minutes. But like I said, I'm going live again Sunday. Sunday is gonna be very interesting, and then like I said, next week I will be. Of course, he will. I wish my no limit would come up here. He only do. I guess sometimes he'll get up on Barbie Girl Tina's panel. But I want you to come up here one day and say something to me. Okay, here's Ellie.
I'm sorry if that happens again. I'm not coming back up because I don't know
Okay.
what it is.
Okay. Well, hopefully it won't be like that. Okay, she's gone. He said one day. Uh-huh. Ronald, what are you doing hiding in the bushes? Oh Lord, I'm trying not to say your name. No limit. Y'all know y'all leaving me hanging. Ellie done dropped down again. QT won't come up. Y'all just making me gonna end this live early because I'm tired of talking about fear. I'm gonna be talking more about how I got over fear, and one of them is being on here talking to you guys, because definitely I wouldn't have done this maybe a year ago. So I just I just thank God that I had the strength and the tough skin to finally say, forget what people think or say. Get your ass up and get on this YouTube. And don't let these people stop you from moving forward. And I say to anybody that is struggling with fear right now, I say to you people, just know that fear is supposed to make you progress you into the person you're supposed to be. Never let fear be a blockage for you. Any little thing that you fear, make steps to improve on that fear so you don't stay there. It's very important that you look at the fear, acknowledge it for what it is, right? Once you acknowledge that fear, make the steps to move forward. If it takes you little by little to get over something, do it. Because at the end of the day, the only person you're holding back is yourself. And that is what it is. You're holding yourself back because you're afraid of maybe what people will say, what people may do. What if you fail? What if you get rejected? What if this doesn't happen the way I want it? You have all these different questions in your mind and all these different blockages because and this is it's all a state of mind. It's what you put in front of you. So once you learn that a fear is really like an illusion. Like y'all remember when maybe some of y'all wasn't scary like I was as a child. I used to hate sleeping by myself. That was something I feared. Like it seemed like when I looked in the dark, I could see something moving or something. It was just really weird to me. And I think as a child, and that's why you shouldn't watch scary movies. But when I was a child, the thing in my mind was making me feel like something was there and it was moving around and I thought I saw eyes and stuff like that. And I used to be afraid to go to sleep at night, and I would put a pillow over my head, put the blanket over my head because I didn't want to see whatever that is, whatever I thought it was. But when my older sister explained to me, Selena, it's in your mind. There's nothing in the closet. There's nothing there. It's just in your mind. And yeah, I used to love Freddy Krueger. Yeah, that used to be Nightmare on Elm Street. That was my show. And then, well, my movies. But then when it's time to go to sleep, I be scared. So I was just like, that's crazy. You watch movies, know you're gonna be scared to go to sleep at night. That's crazy. But anyway, my older sister told me it's in your mind. You're seeing things in your mind and you're thinking that they're there and they're not. So once I started realizing that and started telling myself that, I started to get over the fear of going to sleep at night, right? Even if I did watch a scary movie, I would always remember what my sister said. It's just an illusion. It's not really there, right? And that's how we are in real life. Fear is an illusion. It's only there when we make it there. And it all starts in our mind. Once we realize that it's an illusion, we can move past some things. And it may take some things longer than others, but we have to make the step of seeing it there and seeing it in our mind that we removed it. Everything starts with our mind first before it's happened naturally and physically. It all starts with the mind. So I'm learning each and every day, whatever little fear I have or whatever fears I have, to take one thing at a time, one day at a time. Because you can only take one day at a time. My grandmother used to always tell me, take one day at a time. And you have to take sometimes one fear at a time. And remember that fear is an illusion. It's only there when you make it there. When you put it as this blockage or this big road in front of you, that's what you see because it's in your mind. But once you learn that I can move towards this, like I said in the title, whatever it is, I can still do it. I just have to do it afraid. Some things you just have to do afraid. I'm doing this channel afraid. I'm fearful that I might not be successful. I'm fearful that maybe people might not like my content. Those are all my fears, my real fears that I feel. But each day that I push myself to get out of myself, to come on here and to talk, whether it's one, two, or 30 people, I am getting out of my fear of talking in front of people. I'm getting out of my fear of maybe not being as successful because, like I said, all these are illusions. I very well, maybe in the next year, maybe I could be monetized, or maybe I could be doing bigger platforms. But if I never try, I never will know, because I've allowed fear to keep me in bondage. And that's what fear does. It keeps you in bondage. It keeps you locked. It keeps you locked. You can't move. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna let fear of people, fear of anything stop me from getting to where I need to go to in this next phase in my life. I just going, like QT was saying, it's mind over matter. And just like I said, just like she said, it's one step at a time. And whether my audience is small or it's large, this is my playing field right now. And I don't know where this playing field can actually take me in the future. But if, like I said, if I never tried to get out of myself and do it, then I would have never known. So that's why you have to sometimes push your way through it. And that's like I said, 1 minute at a time, one second at a time, 1 minute at a time, one day at a time. It's No Limit said, it's baby steps. And this is my baby step, but at least I'm doing it. And I advise anybody that has any type of fear of doing YouTube or expressing how they feel, be you. People are not going to like some of the things you say or do, and that's okay. You just have to be okay with you. You just have to get over the fact of fear of being accepted by people you don't know. That's that's a part of some people's fear of being not being accepted by people. And you just going to have to either learn to get over that fear, or that fear keep you in bondage. Shout out to my special people today. My special people, QT, my little other baby, No Limit, my Brooklyn Ellie lady, my other little baby troll, Ronald Jones. Let's see who was in here. My other friend, Richie Rich, and the Word, and Larry. Good to see you. My other buddy, IDK. Let's see, Brooklyn Lady Ellie, my girl, Montrese, and my other friend, Red Omega, and Mob Only. Thank you for stopping by. And Real Cornbread. Thank you so much, sweetie. Um, Tie Eyes, beautiful. Gartrell, my Dallas homeboy. Let's see who else. Ash Kiro. No, most of these people have probably already left. My girl Platypussy. That's a heck of a name. Matter of fact, that is really a heck of a name. But that, like I said, that's my girl. I'm so glad that y'all stopped by today. Like I said, hopefully I can bring you better content each and every day. Like I said, I want to make sure. You know what? No Limit. It was a message that you sent me. As soon as I checked it and tried to respond, it had disappeared. So I don't know what's up with that. And I tried to look for it, but I couldn't find it. So you might have to send me another message, because I actually did try to respond, and for some apparent reason, it just disappeared out of nowhere. So I don't know what that's all about. I'm not social media savvy like some people. So I didn't know how to get it back. But anyway, yes, I do. I try to check my Instagram like maybe every day or every other day. It just depends on how busy I am. Next week will definitely be a good week, because I will not have to see those kids and I will not be in the classroom. So I can check things a little bit more uh on Instagram. But everybody, thank you so much for joining me today. You could have been everywhere. Oh, look, Lord have mercy. What is Arabia? I'm gonna have to get my girl. What Arabia, what is going on with you?
Hey, my baby, I'm at my boyfriend's house. We were
Lord,
driving, and
Lord,
he is wonderful. He's wonderful.
tell him I said hello.
Okay, but
Look,
my
Arabia, you
baby
act
girl, my
Arabia.
my, I need to go to rehab or mental hospital.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. No,
What?
he say Miss Powerful. Oh, he mad at Miss Powerful. He
Oh,
mad at Miss Powerful.
oh, what did she say?
She ain't say nothing wrong.
Uh-huh.
She acknowledged what I did for her, and she's angry with me because I left from her page.
Uh-huh.
And the reason why I left from her page is because what she did to Empress Lady One Love. I don't appreciate that. And my boyfriend in here, he's screaming, hollering in the backstage. He want me to suck his dick all night. Okay.
What the hell? Well, yeah, okay. I don't know how to respond to that, but all right. But yeah, I said, Arabia, I'm gonna get you now. You know, you shouldn't have wished Carlo, my boy Carlo, death on Matthew's channel last night. I said I was gonna get you, Arabia.
Oh, who I
You
watched Death on? Oh,
Carlo.
okay, yeah. I remember. I remember.
Now you know that's not nice, Arabia. And
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
yeah, I
I
said, well,
apologize.
I knew you was having a good time last night, but you kind of lost it a little bit. But
Yeah, cause he let Matthew let all them drag queens come into the chat and transsexuals. I'm like,
well,
God damn.
no, now Carlo is not a trans. Carlo is not a transsexual. He's a male, and he had the I think the avatar of Big Pimpin'. So it
Oh,
was
okay.
like, he had the wig on and the hat. So you probably was
Oh, that's
wondering,
where I got all twisted.
right? You kind of got mixed up, but he is fully a male.
And I'm trying
You
to
got kind of confused.
slick back all this beer drinking, the
hmm
beer drinking. And my boyfriend said, "You gotta go to rehab. You gotta go somewhere. You can't stay
Well,
in your apartment looking like the way you look." I gained weight. I was smaller.
well, Arabia, remember what we talked about? I told you about therapy is very essential for people that need it, right?
Yeah.
So I go, like I say, going to therapy doesn't make you a victim. It actually helps you to become, for some people, it helps them to become a better person and deal with their past trauma. And you've had a lot of stuff happen to you, you know?
Yeah.
Really had a lot of things to happen to you that were not your fault.
But I'm trying to fight for everybody else on YouTube. I'm trying to fight for you. I'm trying to fight for Lonnie. I'm trying to fight for Brooklyn Alley. I'm trying to fight for everybody on my channel. Will T,
But I
Ronald
don't want,
Jones. I'm trying
but
to fight
listen,
everybody.
but, but listen,
And my
Arabia,
brother said, "You can't fight anybody better. Stay out of it.
right. And
Leave
the
him
thing,
alone."
you really need to fight for yourself because you say you love yourself, right? So fight for yourself. That's who you need to fight for because you deserve a fighting chance, just like anybody, well, any other person, right?
Well,
So,
child, I'm 50 years old now. I'm getting close to 50.
mhm,
And that's a half a century.
so fight for yourself. We look, we good, Arabia, and me, everybody. We thank you for
I love you. I
for
love you
speaking
so
on
much.
us. Oh, Ellie wants to come up. Okay, let's see if Ellie wants what's okay, Ellie.
Okay, I'm going to try to say this real fast before it kicks me off. Arabia, what the hell would we all do without you?
Right.
You got to think about you. You got to take care of you.
Brooklyn, Ellie, I don't have nothing against you, but I gotta fight. I gotta fight for you. I gotta fight for Lonnie. I gotta fight for Selena. I gotta fight for everybody on my page, my subscribers. I gotta
Okay.
fight for them.
Okay, good.
I'm
But
gonna
if
fight.
you're not okay, how are you going to do that?
Right.
I'm at my boyfriend's house right now. I'm not in my house, and he already complaining about the phone action happening.
Uh,
He's complaining. He's complaining.
Well,
It's
watch
a
a movie
problem,
with him.
huh?
Watch a movie with him. Make him some jello.
hey, Lonnie. Lonnie's here.
Hi, Lonnie.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna. He trying to get me a birthday surprise
Uh huh.
in a few more days. Brooklyn Ellie, I love you. I respect you. Selena, I love you. I respect you.
Yes, we do too.
The Empress,
That's
Lonnie
why
One
we're
Love,
here. You
and
have
my
to
baby.
take care of you because how are we going to feel if something happens to you?
Yes, that's what I
I'll be
said.
alright. I'll be
You'll be
alright.
all right. We won't.
So, Lonnie, yes, I'm still
I
doing the
might need
live.
to go to rehab.
I'm still doing
I
the live
might need
on
to go to
Sunday.
rehab.
This came up today. Still live
Yep.
because
Here he
I
come again.
I was talking about fear and whatever you're afraid of, do it afraid, regardless of what it is. And I'm gonna tell you, Arabia, do it afraid and get you some therapy and get you and I want you to be happy with you in your life. I don't care if you almost about to be 50 years old. You can still be happy and whole in your own life. So
Hmm.
you do it afraid and go to therapy like we have talked about, you
Yes,
know,
ma'am.
because and I mean this and
He
don't say
turned off
yes,
all the lights. Look at
ma'am.
him. He turned off all the lights in the house.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, he telling me in an indirect way, get the fuck out of here. He brought me here.
Okay.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
Well,
I'm leaving.
how far do you live from where he is?
Like 20 minutes. 20
Oh.
minutes.
Okay, Arabia, you really
Uh-uh.
need to deal with that. He's your boyfriend. We're always going to be around, but that's your real life.
Right.
Yeah, I bring my real life to the forefront. Just like how the motherfuckers got us from New York State
Mm-hmm.
foster care children, and I had to take care of a baby, and that baby grew up to be a veteran, a
Mm-hmm.
woman, had her own house, had her own children, and all of them are living great. Chewing that. Sugar help you eat them. Keep chewing that.
Well,
Okay. Even
like I
if
said,
you give
Arabia,
me
go talk to your
salt.
Birdman, Birdman, please just be patient with her.
yes, please.
She is worth
Oh,
it.
he
Just be
ain't.
patient,
He
please.
ain't. Oh, Birdman. No, you're not on. You're not on camera. Baby girl. Talk your shit. Baby girl. You hear me? Talk your shit. Baby girl. Talk it. I have patience for her. Raven's a wonderful person. So I just wanted to know that I try to have a birthday party from Raven got patience sometimes. She her anger state herself. Sometimes you gotta let it go. Everybody, I love you. Next talking, encourage her. Encourage me. That's what he say.
All right. Well, that's good.
Encourage me.
Okay, look at what Lonnie said. She said, "Get off of YouTube. We will be here. Don't
Yeah,
mess up
Lonnie,
your
but they've been
birthday."
having little arguments,
Lonnie,
so
Lonnie's up here.
Hey,
Lonnie, what's up with
oh, I don't
Lonnie?
even see
hey,
her yet. There she is.
Lonnie.
hey,
Lonnie.
Arabia is, you know, how about this? We gonna see you tomorrow.
Hmm.
You know, just spend some time with Birdman. You know,
Birdman,
he
he's already here. I'm in his house,
rub
and he
rub his
talking
neck and his
he talking in oil.
Yeah, but
Give me some patience. Give me some time. And he already know I gotta go to rehab. He already know I go to the mental hospital. He already know.
yeah,
If
Yeah.
I call
but
911
can't
at
tell.
my house, they gonna get me and take me to the hospital. The hospital going to direct me into another program. It's a program. But Lonnie, one love, thank you for waking
Out
me up.
inpatient or outpatient.
Mostly be inpatient and outpatient a little bit later. I need to get help. I need to get help because I'm angry. I'm too angry.
Right.
I'm Yeah, I'm too angry. And Lonnie, you did not do nothing wrong. Brooklyn Ellie did nothing wrong. Selena did nothing wrong. Y'all, y'all women,
Mm-hmm.
y'all women gave me encouragement. Said Ray, get your money. But now I gotta go for rehab.
Right.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
mental
yeah, your
patient.
health comes first. Your health comes first.
Right.
Um, I'm gonna call you tomorrow. Tonight. I'm gonna call you tomorrow. When you know what you need to do with your life before anything else. And like I always say,
And I just gave my boyfriend the butters. He got the
mhm,
butters in the house. And I saw the white woman and there was another. I'm not married. I'm not mad at him because
Mm,
those people were just here for him to use the car. And when he got into the house, the people left. I immediately saw that woman. You know what I did? Hello, welcome to my life. I hugged the woman. Can you do what I did for 5 years? No woman can do what I did. No woman.
uh-huh.
Selena, you heard what I said.
Yeah.
Brooklyn Lee, you know what I said. Empress
yes,
Lonnie One Love. Empress Lonnie One Love. You are my mother on YouTube. Even though I was with Tommy Sotomayor, Soda Nation,
Oh,
Empress
Jesus
Lonnie
Christ.
One Love,
Lonnie's your
you
mother and
are my
Tommy
mother
Sotomayor is
on
your
YouTube.
father. What a match.
You are my mother. You are my mother on YouTube.
Ellie did.
You are my mother. You birthed me.
No,
I
I'm not.
said, everybody sub up to Arabia, Barbosa, and you did it. And you did it well.
Yeah. Bless your heart. Well, like I said, Lonnie it has a liking towards you, and so, she's gonna support you. But
Yeah,
she's right. You need your health comes first. You need to get the help you need. Okay, and we don't want you to be on here without help. Okay,
yeah.
because we
Because
But my page gonna die. My page gonna die. I don't want
yeah,
nobody to think I'm weak.
uh, no,
No, it has
yeah,
nothing to do with you being weak. It takes a lot of strength to do what you're about to do.
right.
Go to
yeah,
rehab.
Yes,
Yeah.
and,
Mm,
it
and
God.
does.
yeah, I know a lot of stuff. So much stuff be going on this app, and
I don't want
when
nobody to
Selena,
disrespect this one.
when Selena was talking about spiritual warfare, I
Hmm.
understand what she was saying, and we have entities that try to fight. You got you know entities trying to fight you.
Uh-huh.
You want to go one way, and you got spirits telling you to go another way.
Right.
Okay.
You know,
Mm.
so you, I always hear, even if you going all for anything, I know that you a good person.
Yep. Miss
I know that
Regina,
you're a
hello.
good person. A lot of stuff you say, you're not.
Okay, I hear you.
Yeah, you're not wrong, but people going to say, well, Arabia don't know what she's talking about. She's,
Right.
she's crazy. And that's what they like to dismiss. But You know what you need to do. If you need to go into inpatient or outpatient, that's what you do. You turn off this app for a while or watch
Right.
Mm-hmm.
else that makes
Mm-hmm.
you happy just for a little while. Because if I don't want you getting on here being angry and cussing people out, especially is because how they treat me.
Uh,
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
you heard my voice when I was talking about Sister T. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
Yeah, but see, this is the thing. You shouldn't even hate Sister T because you don't know she don't even need enough energy for you to for her for you to hate her. Who is she?
Right.
Like I can see if you're talking shit about her, but hate her for what?
You can just not like her. I'll just say that. 'Cause I don't care. It's some people you
You
just
know
not
what?
gonna
She went after Lonnie One Love. Anybody that goes after Empress Lonnie One Love, and that's the Empress.
like.
Now my boyfriend told me, he said you gotta take off your shoes, you gotta take off your socks, and you gotta run. And you're gonna be running. And you're gonna be running right along with me. And he said, you gotta run. He said you're gonna feel the glass, you're gonna feel the pain. But the pain is weakness. Pain is
Arabia,
leaving out the body.
Arabia, you're feeling a lot of pain right now.
Right.
I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run. I'm the German Shepherd in the room.
Yeah.
We safe right here. We safe. I feel safe with Selena. I feel safe with Brooklyn Ellie. I feel safe with Empress Lighty One. Empress Lighty One Love, you are my mother on YouTube.
Lord have
And
mercy,
I'm
baby.
way older than you. You my mother on YouTube.
And
Mm-hmm.
how would your mother feel if something bad happened to you?
Mm-hmm.
You have to help you if you want to help everyone else, but you have to come first.
Right. That's what we keep telling you, Arabia. You have to fight for you. Quit trying to fight for everybody else but yourself.
Yeah.
That's the bottom
I'm
line.
fighting against
Yeah.
Rainy Hot Topics. I'm
Arabia,
fighting against. I'm
Arabia,
fighting against
you,
Rainy Hot Topics right
Arabia,
now.
hold up,
Mm-hmm.
hold up.
Right, and
And
how does
keep
that make
fighting.
you feel?
It makes me feel good to fight against her.
It doesn't twist your guts?
No, it makes me
All
feel
this
good.
all this fighting and
When I
everything twists
saw
my
that
guts. I
shit
get
that she
sick. I'm
did,
tired for days. Wow.
oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to eat that whole page for 30 days. And my boyfriend said, I'm coming to get you. You were safe in your house? You safe. You locked your door, right? You did this and that. He come in my house is clean.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, they getting ready to sell that apartment. Are you prepared to move? I gotta move. But I want all y'all to be safe. I want all y'all to be happy. Don't matter what happened to me.
Yes, it do. It mattered to us,
Yeah, it does, Arabia.
and it
That's
matter
part of your hurting.
exactly, and it matters to the people that in your family that you are close with. You know, when you were telling that story about your loved ones that were murdered, um,
Mm.
and you told that
Oh,
story, and just think
and it
about,
hurts. It
yeah, I
hurts.
know it hurts, but just think about them, how they would want you to be happy, how they want you to be whole. That's what you have to realize. They don't want you here hurting like that. They don't want you here causing
But they
distress.
want me clean. They want me clean
Yeah,
off of drugs and off of
right.
alcohol. They
Exactly.
want me
I
You
keeping
get
have
it,
different
Arabia.
niggas
That's
down.
like what this live is tonight, fear. The drugs and the alcohol make you able to cope with things because you don't
mhm,
want to feel that horribleness. But
right.
I
getting
block it
help
out.
might be a different way to do that.
Miss 504 said it's a depressant. It don't make you happy. It makes you sad.
Right,
The
and it
more I
numbs
drink,
you to the feelings, but you
Especially if
need
you're
those
I
um
feelings
go
to
back
work
into
through
my
them.
real
yeah,
feelings. I go
especially
back into my
yeah,
real
if you're
feelings.
already in a bad mood, um the alcohol is not going to help.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I really don't want to. This seemed like a serious situation, and I really don't want to talk about this on here, just
Right.
for people complaining
Exactly.
over
Right.
to laugh at it. Because I
Right.
mean, we all joke on here about stuff, but some
Yes,
stuff is
ma'am.
really not
Yes,
funny to
ma'am.
me. In Arabia, I really do uh like I really do like you. I supported you the first video you did. I always heard your stories, and that's why I always supported your channel. I like your honesty because people come on here and they can be anything you want and you tell it raw.
Right.
So even though you're going through whatever you're going through, because the stuff you've been through, just know that you are not weak. You are strong. You've been so much. You're still going through it. You're still going to go through stuff. And by you being, you
Yeah.
drunk,
I'm not
but
perfect.
you still saying that you need help.
Mm-hmm.
You still know right from wrong.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
so you have somebody that you're over his house right now. I'm sure that he cares for you too, just
Mm.
like we care for you on this app. But you know, I don't want, because some stuff, like I said, is funny, but some stuff I don't think is funny, and I don't want another content creator to play this and think the shit is funny.
Right.
Okay.
And then you got me
I'm
all
gonna take it serious.
I'm about to cry. I don't want to cry because I'm sensitive as hell,
Yeah, I know. I know.
because this is not a laughing man.
Mad.
You know,
Right.
if you feel as though that you need to go into rehab, that's what you need to do.
Exactly.
And because the weird part about with me, people can call me a drunk, people can say whatever. I never felt as though I needed to go into rehab. I didn't drink since Monday. I said, you know what, Monday through Friday, I'm not going to drink.
Lonnie, you got control
I,
over it. You got control. My
yeah,
control is
that's what I'm
done.
saying.
Right, but you
When you
need
get to
to
the
get
point,
help with that control.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. When you get to the point where you can't control it, and I don't know if it's true or not, but if you drinking 12 bottles of 42 ounces of 211, I don't know how you can walk, go to work,
I do.
but that's not good.
Arabia, read what Minding QT Business said.
Let me see.
Can you see it?
I don't see the chat. I
Yeah,
don't not
Okay.
meaning to.
She said, check yourself in to get a better you. You have to be 100% to help everybody else. You got to take care of yourself, Arabia.
yeah, you do.
My boyfriend right here. He laying in my lap. He love
Rick,
my
I
smell.
think I'm gonna drop down. I can't tell nobody what to do. I just think that Arabia should be with her boyfriend right now.
Right.
Right.
Arabia.
Watching a movie or something, just quiet time.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Arabia,
Yeah. He
Arabia.
wanna fuck right now. He wanna fuck right now.
Well, do that. Just get off of here
Yeah,
because people.
Arabia. I'm gonna call you in the morning because you know, um, I just
I
wanna.
know.
Yeah, I wanna
I'll
talk
talk
to
to
her.
you too. How you doing, young lady?
Hello.
My name is they call me my name is Christopher Charleston. I was talking to Raymond. I went through a lot, cancer, but Raymond been in first Raymond. If I can beat it, you can beat it. I always trust in the Lord. All my problems. I don't trust in nobody out there, but I see y'all trying to encourage Raymond. Miss Raymond got to take initiative for herself to do it.
Right.
I do anything. Now, why? My part of your sisters, you got to take care of our people, man. A lot of things going on in this world here. Killing blacks, Mexican doing all this thing. Yeah, killing black. 4 people die every day. Black people die. One of my problems. I born on Christmas Day. I'm 60 years old. I got two sets of twins. Trust
Hmm.
me, and I'll get to meet y'all. And I don't mind doing it entire y'all cause. Been in the army 15 years. I might be down. Raven been there to pick me up. But see, Raven been there. Say Raven might like the one thing. I said, Raven, I don't mind you drinking, but I'm gonna have a party to invite people over there. This your day. I don't care what you do. It's how you do it. I said it right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And you're also wonderful. And I thank you for talking. But if you need anything in your chat Raven. Tell me I good. My name Birdman, but I just like to I'm listening y'all, but thank y'all for talking about it. I tired.
Okay.
All
You
right.
Thank,
sleepy.
if y'all need anything, just tell I'll send it to you.
Okay. He's
Okay,
sleepy.
thank you.
Bye bye.
We thank you. Now, but like I said, hear what we're saying and take heed to it, Arabia, and get you some rest and get off of here because we don't want these people. We don't want anybody using your pain for content.
Right.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I want you to drop down and enjoy your night, and
Okay.
and we'll be checking on you tomorrow.
Okay. I'll call you.
All right.
All right.
Something.
we'll talk
Thank
to you.
you.
We'll talk to you tomorrow.
All
Young
right.
lady loyal to you, Raven.
All
Night
right.
Arabia, night Birdman.
Yeah.
Well, thank you,
I'm
Lonnie.
a I'm gonna call her tomorrow morning.
Yeah, because like I say, she just needs some encouragement to do what she needs to do. She's trying to fight for everybody else except herself,
Yep.
and
Hmm.
and she has to work with her
I
first.
get that, but if she doesn't take care of herself, she's not
Exactly.
going to be around to do
Yeah.
that. She obviously likes doing that.
Mm-hmm.
If you
Yeah.
don't take care of yourself, you can't do that. She
Exactly. She
Yeah.
she
like
needs a
I don't
break.
mind. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Selena.
no, she just like all I was gonna say. She's just the underdog, and she feels for people that are, I guess, seen as the underdog. So she likes to take up for people that's kind of reminds her of herself. I think, and bless her heart, she's really a lovely person.
Yeah, she
Um, if people take time to get to know her,
she really is, and um like I said, these are some serious situations, and
correct.
I do like to laugh and joke, and sometimes I can take a serious situation and laugh and joke and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But when it gets to the point that you're, how she say she's angry and want to
Mm-hmm.
lash out and all that, uh you know that's more than YouTube.
Right. Right.
That's more than YouTube. And I just don't want that to be used for you know content.
All right.
Right. And
Yeah,
because
because
you know they will.
do take a liking to Arabia and everything, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see that. If somebody needs to go get help, medical attention or whatever
Mm-hmm.
they need to, um I don't know. Like, sometimes being on here can help.
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes, but we gotta have a nice balance. Um, and what happened to me on this fucking app was horrible.
Yeah.
And I had to deal with that shit. Still deal with that shit.
Right. Right. And like I told you, I think it was the first live that I did. I will always say, regardless, we all have our faults, but one thing I can say about you, you're a strong sister because some of the stuff that has happened, it can make anybody just want to get off of here and hide. So the fact that you're still here and you're still speaking up, when you see some, stuff that ain't right, to me, it's like that takes a lot of strength.
Yes, it
Yeah, it
does.
does. Thanks. And you know why? Because what happened was so fucked up, but I had to think about stuff, and then I do have a strong support system.
Hmm.
I have strong people in my family, and it's like, wait a minute, how many motherfuckers suck dick? How many motherfuckers out here cheating, doing all types of
Uh-huh.
shit? And then you look at the behavior on here. And it's like, y'all better get the fuck out of here. And
Right.
the most ones that's talking the most shit, doing the most. And I'm talking in general, right?
Hmm.
I'm talking about in general. I'm talking about in different sectors.
Right.
Before my situation even went down, it was a lot of YouTubers that hooked up. Shit got leaked, all types of stuff.
Hmm.
I mean, you got women out here that really, you got some women out here that say, well, shit, yeah, I was a sex worker and so what and all of that.
Hmm.
But, you know, like what motherfuckers say, it ain't how you do it, it's what you do. Or however it go. I'm kind of tired right now.
Hmm.
But it's like, the shit was just disgusting. I should have, all because you tell a motherfucker no, or just because you ain't bowing down to a motherfucker. Like, I ain't bowing down. Who
Right.
the fuck are you?
Yeah, I
You
like
know
when
what I'm
you say
saying?
that.
It's just these people got issues. If
Right.
I can walk away from a situation that however it was, you know, I don't know why somebody on this app think that I'm going to lower myself for them, think I'm supposed to be smaller or whatever than I am. We are all flawed. We all go
Right.
through stuff. It's just that some people stuff is more open to others.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? It's
Exactly.
just that my shit just got out there and it is what it is.
Yeah, it's a lot of people good at hiding what they really about. And
Yeah,
they pointed at they're pointing at people all the time about you. But what about turning that finger and pointing at you?
yeah,
Because your stuff ain't all squeaky clean.
yeah.
And at the end of the day, you probably got more going on than I do while you pointing at me.
Exactly.
So,
And that's the thing. I can admit I don't have too much pride on here to apologize
mhm,
if I'm wrong about something, if I offended somebody, if
mhm,
I did anybody wrong. I apologize to a lot of people, or if I did something wrong, but I ain't gonna kiss your ass. I'm
right,
not gonna keep on be like, well, what did I do and all this stuff. No.
right,
And people can say whatever they wanna fucking say. It like, just tell me I'm lying. Why
right,
do I have to lie on somebody? I
exactly,
don't have to lie on nobody.
exactly.
I don't even do that in real life. I'm not gonna start to do it on this app.
I know.
Are we a little bit more do I get like a little bit more probably dramatic on this app a little bit, or my personality comes out a little bit more?
Mhm.
Yeah, but all in all, how I am on YouTube is basically how I am in person.
Right.
And
Right.
so it is what it is. I don't have nothing to prove to nobody. I never, people always say, "Well, you said you was in a happy marriage." I never said I was in a happy marriage. Now, did I bring my husband up? Yeah, cuz he was part of my fucking life, still is part of my fucking life.
Mm-hmm.
Cause you hear him in the background, cause you hear me cooking for him or cleaning up the house. That's what the fuck I supposed to do, and I'm gonna do it with
Right.
somebody else. How
Right.
about this? If you think I'm gonna stop sucking dick, no.
Exactly. That's right. I mean,
How
hey,
the fuck did we all get here?
I don't know. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, just
She means on the earth.
oh, on the earth,
How
how
did
to
we get on the earth? Our parents had sex.
yeah, okay. Look,
But
I
it's
was thinking
true.
about
How
that the
did
other
we
day.
get to where we are on YouTube right now?
Yeah, I was talking about that because I was like, um, yeah, we got here on Earth having sex. I mean, our parents having sex, so people act like they ain't never, did anything, and it's like your stuff just was exposed. But like I said, it's probably people doing a whole lot worse,
Hell yeah.
and they sitting up here pointing the finger at you when they life
Yeah.
is raggedy.
Yep. All I gotta do is pay attention to the chat. I pay attention more to the chat than a
Mhm.
lot of stuff that like I'm on this panel, so I can't read the chat. I don't know what's going on, and I'll be like, damn. I'll be because I'm so much of a I really am a chat person. I really do like to be in the chat. That's why when I do go live, I can interact with the chat and we can just go off of that. I
Right.
can just start a live and I'm just gonna have a conversation and bust it up with the chat because that's what I started off at in the chat person and communicating with people in the chat and everything. Um
Uh-huh.
and that's what I love. I like the chat. So I forgot what the fuck my point was.
Just basically how you operate on YouTube.
Yeah, but oh yeah, that's what I meant to say. So I look at some of these women and some of these men that say they married or got somebody. How y'all got somebody, even if we a little bit in a different time zone or whatever?
Uh-huh.
Fuck you up here on here all fucking night.
Right. Kind of foolishness is that? I've never understood that. It's no way I'm gonna be on here all night and morning, for some stuff that most of it is fabrication. And if it is true, so what? I ain't trying to be funny. I'm not gonna be on no YouTube 24/7. That don't even make sense. But like you and a few of us over here got a life, so we ain't gonna be on YouTube all the time. You know, you just not. You have to work. You know, some of us have to work. Some of us have kids, a husband, or whatever.
Yeah, especially
So
if you got small kids. I just
right.
and cuz I was I I wasn't on here for like just a couple days or whatever, and I
Mm-hmm.
didn't even know what was going on with with Ellie. I said, "What the hell is going on?" And I seen her video, and
Mm-hmm.
this is the thing. This is the thing. And at this point, Ellie, Deck, my phone about to die. I gotta get a charger. I'm gonna stay on here. I'm gonna get the charger. But Ellie, at this point, they need content. They need to talk about somebody
Yeah.
because how can you still talk about Ellie when all the people that she had a confrontation with, she unblocked, left them alone, don't talk about them. She been doing uploads about Wendy Williams, which I love that you're keeping up with that. You always did the movie reviews and all that type of stuff, but and then you also talked about what was it called? Yeah, and then you brought up the Jada Pickett and Will Smith type thing or
Uh-huh.
whatever. So you really left everything alone, And I think you made one video. I don't know if this was before. I don't know. But you probably did one video, but I don't even think they talked about that. I think they was upset about this whole Jada Pickett thing. And
What?
I'm
What?
just
What
like,
happened with
listen,
the
well,
Jada
what?
Pickett thing?
I had watched the new Chris Rock special,
Uh huh.
Selective Outrage, and I thought it was great. Chris Rock was Chris Rock. And then I was looking on my Facebook and there was this article. Jada Pinkett Smith is not happy with the stuff he said, and she's saying he's obsessed with her. And it just struck me as that's what a lot of women do, especially whores. When guys call them out on their bullshit, they say, "Oh, he's obsessed with me." And
Hmm.
that pissed me off because of everything she's done. Her and Will have helped to ruin their own family.
Right.
But why is she opening her mouth? It's all because of that joke
So some
at
people
the
got
Oscars. So
they got upset with you because you called Jada Pickett a whore.
um it was one person,
Hmm.
and she said she didn't understand how I called her a whore. What about Larson Pippen? And I was like,
Both of them
who?
hoes.
Who?
Yeah. Larson is Scottie Pippen's ex-wife.
Yeah, I had to look it up. I
Uh
didn't know.
yeah, both of them. I mean,
And
why are
that's what it was. Why am I complaining about Jada Pinkett Smith, who's black,
they? Hmm.
when I'm not complaining about Larson Pippen, who's
Hmm.
white? But a week before or something, I did something about a reality star named Lila McCall, who's a hooah,
Okay.
and she's white.
So this 27 Darren, so 27 Darren is the one. Is she? You the one had the problem. 27.
Larsa not white though.
What is she?
I think she's like Spanish or something. But
I don't know.
she's probably I think she got a mixed ethnic background, but she's not
Oh.
white. She I wouldn't consider her white, but she ain't black.
Hmm.
Yeah, and then
They.
she wanted to know what was my angle. There was no angle. This just pissed me off. The man didn't say nothing for how long. He
Hmm.
waited till this special, and then, of course, she's got to open her mouth. And I think she's opened up her mouth too much.
Well,
Opens her mouth to mainly put her husband down, to start trouble, to say, just stop. You're successful.
Oh, but
You're a power couple. Count your blessings.
but this what I was going to say though, because it's really not about 27 Darren, because it was between 27 Darren and
hmm.
Ellie. Um, I don't know how we got over to Will T. Because
Hmm.
listen, first of all, I woke up, I didn't know what was going on. Barbie girl Tina was playing Brooklyn Ellie stuff. So I was like, well, what the
Hmm.
hell is going on?
Hmm.
So so I just was like, well, what the hell is going on? And then
Hmm.
that's when I had to now this is me being, this is how you used to get your research back in the day. You start going
Hmm.
through the YouTube. See,
Right.
people just want you to get up here. Oh, this happened, that happened. No, you got to do your own research. So I started doing my own research and was like, oh, okay. So, but I was just trying to figure out, because when she started cussing people, I said, what is going on? So then I found out, oh, she was over on Will T's.
Hmm.
So they went over on Will T, had all this bullshit to say. I said, what the fuck? Now they mad at Will T because Will T said he don't got a problem with Brooklyn Lady Ellie. He
Hmm.
basically wanted to hear everybody out. And now I see on the boy over there channel, because he's a little boy. I see the little boy over there that always have a tantrum.
Hmm.
He up here having a whole goddamn panel. They up here grilling the shit out of Will T. And now Will T don't protect black women. I said, wait a minute, but these same black women was attacking his ass a month and a half ago. It wasn't Brooklyn
Mm,
Lady Ellie, it was black women.
wow.
And just like Brooklyn Lady say, she not she not doing all this stuff over here. She ain't calling each other, she ain't calling us niggas and all that stuff. We are.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what they wanted to do. They want her to go off and slip up. That's what they
Wow.
that's what they waiting for. The great slip up.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
And I'm like, yo, it's just fucking hilarious. But I
Yeah.
was like, so now it's like, they trying to, like I said, I don't get with them trying to push this she a racist
Mm-hmm.
when she's not. This is all because of a disagreement.
Hmm.
That's what this all is about. And guess what? Ain't nothing they can do but keep having panels, keep talking about it. Cause ain't nothing they can do because it's a group of people that don't like each other. It just so happens that Brooklyn Lady Ellie is white.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is. Ain't nothing. How about this? If she's racist, if she's doing something so bad, report her.
Mm-hmm.
Report that she's racist.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing's gonna happen.
And like I was telling you, I'm gonna be expounding on that Sunday. I'm gonna go back and look at some videos and have some other people to kind of look at it for those that don't know, because I have some people that are not in this sector that maybe watch it and see, you know, who we're talking about and what we're talking about, and I'm gonna expound on that on Sunday. But yeah, it's this is really you know, I get kind of tired tongue saying it because it's like it's you don't know what to say, how to say stuff, especially when it comes to ethnic groups. You know, you don't know what's offensive to one person if another person say it. You
Right.
know, like you said, we say nigga all the time to each other, but let a white person say that or another group, we're gonna have a problem, right?
Yeah,
So,
just
hmm
I was gonna say just like um in Philly, like you got Puerto Ricans, they say nigga. You even got the Cambodians, they say nigga too.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And it's just acceptable. Like now I don't care how cool a white person is, I never heard them say it and everybody down with it. I never heard that. But yeah, I know here in Philadelphia, you got the Puerto Ricans and you got the Cambodians or whatever. And I know New York, Puerto Ricans say it too. I don't know nothing about the Cambodians in New York or whatever. But like down south and all of that, that might not be tolerated. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
So
Yeah, because like you said, depending on who it is, we ain't having it. So, like I said, you know, I'm gonna expound on that on Sunday when I do my live.
yeah,
You're more than
that,
welcome at the
yeah,
end to come up. Uh, but yeah, I just like I said, I just want to be objective. So just because I might not like a person or certain people or whatever, I want to be objective and give and see the truth, see both sides of it,
of
right?
course.
And
Mhm.
so and I want other people to see it too, because we can't keep going on about who we like, right? It's right and wrong whether we like people or not.
Right.
And I want to kind of just be an objective in some ways, because that's, you know, I want to get the truth. I
Yeah.
want to know the truth. You know, and you know, people got it bad on her. You know, you taking her side or taking that.
Yeah, I'm not
You
taking
know,
a side.
you
Yeah, that's
know.
just like with 27 Darren. I like 27 Darren.
Uh
And I'm
huh.
like, that's between her and Ellie.
Right.
Even what I said with the other women is between them two. I just think it's the only thing I'll disagree with is calling her racist, all because of a disagreement. Now, if
Exactly.
if they say now, I think them calling her Edith. like the thing. I thought that was hilarious
Either
or
bump
whatever,
bump
I've
but
been called that for like 20 years.
yeah, I think that's hilarious. But if you don't like Ellie, just say why you don't like her or whatever. Just
yeah, that's
you
the
know what I'm
best bet.
saying? But
Uh-huh.
at the same time, I can't get mad at somebody. Um, I can't get mad at keep the change if keep the change say ain't no well this what she say, but ain't no white bitch gonna talk to me like that.
Hmm.
That's how she feel,
Hmm.
and that's between them two. You know what I'm saying? Brooklyn
Right.
Ellie can defend her goddamn self.
Yeah, she does a pretty good job. And what people need to understand, we can agree to disagree. I mean, we
Yeah.
don't have to fall out, or we
Yeah,
don't have
look,
to.
Lonnie on her live said she doesn't agree with me that Jada Pinkett Smith is a whore.
Yeah, I
Okay,
know. Mm.
okay.
Yeah, and I didn't get
I believe
upset.
there's something
Yeah,
out
I,
there
I
we're
didn't.
seeing as Bigfoot. Whether it's that ape man creature or a bear, I don't know.
Yeah. I,
But
I was just
that's
trying to
me.
figure out how Jada Pinkett Smith a whore. Like, and it's funny how you say
Oh, I meant
whore,
whore, which is a slut,
but
you know. And
I just was like, now I'm trying not to say it like you, but I just was like, cause I'm like for years the rumors been out that they was had an open marriage.
Mhm.
Will had all these girlfriends and all this stuff.
yeah,
And
I didn't hear all of that
yeah,
until the August guy stuff came
yeah,
out.
but and that part was kind of wrong because August was her son's friend, but
But
he
I was always brought up the women are supposed to hold the family together. And from what I've seen, that's not what she's doing. Will never said from anywhere I've seen, maybe I'm wrong, that, ooh, that girl's, yeah, 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 was so tight, not like yours, you old bitch. No.
What?
But she said something about August Alsina being so big, satisfying her in ways Will couldn't.
yeah, I don't know. Listen,
You know, you
that
put your husband down for that?
yeah, I mean that's a little weird. Now I wouldn't listen. I wouldn't even dare say no shit like that. You might get fucking smacked upside your motherfucking head.
Right.
But I don't know. They weird. Maybe she want him to divorce her. I don't know.
QT said they're poly, so I guess they have many different partners sharing with each other. So with them having an open marriage, I guess it's acceptable. I don't.
Right? That's why I'm like,
Right, but
yeah,
it pissed me off with that obsession thing.
yeah.
And
I mean, well,
why is he obsessed
yeah.
with her?
But it was so fun. It was
I don't see that.
her and 27 was
So
going back and forth, and it just turned into this.
what happened was I saw Will T was live, and I thought, Will T's always coming to my lives. Let me go to one of his. I haven't in a long time. And then 27 Doreen went up, and she's like that. I said I felt betrayed. No, I
Mm,
didn't. That never came out of my mouth in any of my videos. And I didn't feel betrayed. I thought she was starting something.
Okay.
That's not betrayal.
yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's
But she said it over and over and over again. And
yeah.
even the way Sis
Mm.
said something about a video, you mean a movie review? The way he said it, it sounded like a setup.
Of course, with him, but I think
And then it went on and on and on and on. And
Well,
I
you know
got pissed off and I went up.
they
I
need
figured let's
content,
address these things one person at a time. And
right?
that's
What
it.
is wrong
No, that's not what happened. And I've been saying for a while if I did that, that's what was going to happen. And it did.
with that? And then the next day they must have had a little Discord meeting, and now Will T don't protect black women when
mhm.
these same black women was in his chat talking all types of shit to him.
And I
I thought it
tried
was
to warn
hilarious.
Wolty, don't defend me, because if you defend me, they're going to go at you. What happened?
Well,
Yeah,
one
you
thing.
did. And then and you know what was
Mhm.
so funny, Ellie? I was rolling because then you and that little man over there that always be having tantrums was like, well,
Mhm.
you can't say this, but I can, and yeah, and so y'all both going back and forth saying, well, you can say this, and I can say this. I thought it was so
And
hilarious.
I'm like, motherfucker, you're just twisting the words around because you don't want me to talk.
Exactly. Well, one thing I can say about 27, Darren Duran, girl, she knows she my girl. Sometimes I get her name wrong, but she will speak her mind just like you are, Ellie.
Yes, she
Hmm.
will.
She
I
will
just
speak her
didn't
mind.
like what
So
happened.
you,
I said something and that was it.
yeah, you don't have to guess about her, because she'll tell you exactly. She'll tell you exactly what she's feeling and what she said. So, we can always look for 27 to tell you exactly what she means. Now let's see what she's saying here. Okay. Do you want to come up here, 27? You more than welcome. I don't know if. Oh, okay.
She
Um,
says she looked it up wrong.
she looked it
Et
up.
tu does not mean betrayal. Et tu means you too.
Listen, I ain't know what the hell that means. I ain't even look it up.
Okay.
Something about et tu Brutus. It means you too.
Hold up, at two. What was the title? It said at two what?
She said I can't. Okay, so she must be at work.
Yeah, she probably ever.
Hey
I forgot.
Harley.
What was the title of that video? It was called
Et tu 27 Darren.
and what do
And
that
I
mean
don't know
again?
if there was anything else,
What do it
any other
mean?
part of the
What do
title.
up to mean? What do that mean?
You too.
Oh, okay. What you was being fancy with the title?
I just meant you too, Darren. Doreen, you're opening your mouth pulling this crap too.
Okay, she said means you as well. Okay. Well,
That's
So
all it
wait a
was. I
minute.
mean,
Hold
I
up.
don't
So wait a
know who
minute.
this
So Brooklyn,
Larson.
hold on. So Brooklyn Lady Ellie started all of this.
bless her heart. Bless her heart.
I didn't know who this Larson
Oh
Pippin
my God.
was.
Up here
No
being
clue.
fancy. Up here being fancy with the
uh
titles.
You
But
little
she saying,
troublemaker.
you see, even saying on there that, well, the white counterparts I was bigging up, the black ones I wasn't. I bigged up Chris Rock. I bigged up Monique in the reading. These were shows and movies I enjoyed. And I called Lila McCall a
Uh-huh.
fucking
Oh my
whore.
God.
Yeah, I mean, now Monique in the reading, that lady, man,
Oh
she
my
played
god.
that part.
Oh,
Yes.
I ain't see
Played
Yes,
it.
that.
she
What
did.
is that on
Oh my
Netflix?
god. I was scared of her when she was
Is that
actually
on
Uh-huh.
running
Netflix,
through the
y'all?
house. Oh,
That
I
that
was like, yes.
she
So
played
fuck
that.
Monique's bullshit about that Netflix special because they gave more money to who was it? Some white comedian who's not funny at all.
Mm-hmm.
Netflix wanted her to
Amy
basically do
Schumer.
something for a little bit of, yeah, Amy Schumer.
Yeah, she
Hmm.
Um,
not funny.
to have a little bit of money for a special to prove she could actually bring the crowds in. And I thought, well, do it on your own and tell Netflix to go fuck themselves.
Yeah, that's
Right.
what I was thinking the same
But
thing
she did the
too.
reading, and oh my god,
She sure
from
did.
beginning to end, wow.
Y'all, where is the reading at?
It's on BET. B
Do you remember that site I sent you, Lonnie?
Mm-hmm.
You can just type it in the search there. It's there too. It's
BET
on
Plus.
Spectrum on Demand somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
It
BET
was so good.
Plus. That's
Oh
where it's
my
on BET
god.
Plus. Yeah, because I saw that. I was like, oh my goodness, this was awesome. Because I didn't know how it was going to
Yes!
turn out. I really didn't. So
Okay.
we're not
I
going to
gotta
say
check it
too
out.
much for the people that haven't seen.
No, I'm not. I'm just gonna say
I thought
her
she was a good
performance gave
actress when
me
she
chills.
uh I
Mm-hmm.
I, I thought she was a good actress when she played them Precious too.
Yeah, she did. That's my Sagittarius
Yeah.
sister.
Yeah, and I read that book. The book
Uh-huh.
was called Push.
I
That
didn't read the book, but my son had the book.
that
And when
book
I
was
started telling
horrible.
him about the movie, He
Mhm.
was telling me about the book.
Yeah, the
Oh,
book.
And Monique was great in there too. Gabourey Sidibe. Nobody knew her, and look what she did.
Yeah.
yes,
Wow.
indeed.
It's
She
like this
Yeah.
woman who plays Emmett Till's mother. I don't know who she is, but I'm surprised she didn't get no Oscar nomination. I'm
Oh,
surprised.
I didn't watch that. What any the what was anything that got to do with Emmett Till and all of that? I really don't watch it.
right. Like,
Mm-mm.
okay, y'all remember when was what year was that when I think it was Denzel had played what was that movie? He played the dirty cop. Um,
Training Day.
Ricochet.
yeah, Training Day.
Oh,
And
Training Day.
then
My bad.
when Holly Berry did the movie Monsters Ball.
Oh
Now,
yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
saw that. I thought that was beneath her.
that was crazy. And I'm
She
like,
could do so
Monster
much
Ball,
more.
it wasn't even that good. And on top of that,
No, and they're bigging the whole movie up, saying she's great. Billy Bob Thornton wrote a great script, and I'm like, you're making her out to be a hooah, and she's a better actress than that.
she really is. She's very good. Like that, was it Losing Isaiah when she played that
Oh
Oh
crackhead?
my
yeah.
God,
She did
yes.
real
Uh-huh.
good in
Now
that.
that's what she should have got something for that, I thought. And
Yeah, but the way I've heard it, it's like you know how Cher won for Moonstruck.
uh-huh.
She should have won for Mask. The
Oh my god.
Oscars
Oh
usually
yeah.
Mask. Oh my god. Did you
they
have y'all
should
been
have.
seeing my
What they
community
do is
wall?
they make up for it the following year. That's what I've heard.
What you
So
say?
maybe
Oh.
next year, if this woman or whoever else was in a great movie and wasn't nominated, maybe the Oscars will nominate them next year.
Maybe and maybe not. Like I said, it seems like retarded stuff. I call it retarded.
Yes, QT. It's on BET. It's a BET original movie. I think Jordan Peele had something to do with it.
Mm-hmm. But one thing, what I was saying, sometimes the stuff that don't make sense, that's what gets the awards, uh,
Yeah.
and the publicity. When it's stuff that you're like, why are they focusing and putting spotlight on this when
Right.
there's so many other better movies and actresses and actors that have done a better job in other roles, but
Yes,
they're like backwards. Like the media,
they are.
Hollywood is just backwards. Um, but have a good night, QT. But
Night QT.
yeah, but like I said, it's really sad. But I'm just glad that we had a good little talk tonight. Like I said, I want people to come over here and feel comfortable. Um, I'm not gonna have a lot of drama over here at all, if I can keep from it. But I just want everybody to enjoy themselves. You know, we can help each other, build with each other, um, and just be a place where people don't feel like they have to be endangered on the street.
Yeah, QT was right.
Yeah, they don't have to be.
It's not a family movie. Hell, I was jumping
No.
like my son. The
Yeah,
reading was scary.
Oh
yeah.
really? I
Oh,
gotta check
oh,
it
no
out.
limit still here. I thought you was gone. But yeah, so like I said, Lonnie, and Ellie, like I said, we'll be on it again Sunday night. I'm gonna make sure I get everything prepared when I come on here, and
Okay.
we gonna do what it do.
All right.
And
This was actually a lot of fun. Thank you.
Yeah, it was. How long was
oh,
you
thank you.
live before I came up? Because I didn't even know you was live.
An hour maybe?
Damn.
Yeah, because I was talking about fear and how to either overcome if you've overcame some fear,
Mhm.
or if you've overcome some fear. And I had Ellie and to come up, and she was talking about what some of her fears, and I was talking about some of my fears, and I was just saying how fear is an illusion.
Yeah, it
Everything
is.
starts in our mind. So when we have that fear that's in our mind, we hold ourselves in bondage. So we have to learn to
True.
take fear one by one, whatever we're afraid of, and make sure that we deal with it and try to practice on breaking out of that habit of being afraid of whatever we're afraid of. Because
Right, but there's also the fear that's a very good tool.
yeah, it's
You
some
know, a
fear.
lot of people call it women's intuition. No,
Right.
no, no. Men have it too.
Yes.
You feel something, you're scared. Your body's giving you all these signals.
Right. Right.
And sometimes even just being afraid to do something, it might all, like I said, it might be God telling you, no, not that way. Wait, this is what you're going to do.
What is Arabia
Mhm.
coming up here? Oh my good.
I'm gonna get back in the chat, but
Okay.
thanks for having me up, and I'm gonna rewind this back and listen to it in the
A-
mornings.
Anytime, Lonnie. Anytime.
No
Like I said,
problem. And
hopefully you be here.
Sunday, if you are you gonna do a scheduled live, or you just gonna let us know when
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do a schedule live. Probably I'm gonna schedule it maybe Friday or Saturday.
all right,
So
cool.
and I'll
Cool.
send out notifications and I'll even let you know too. But I'm gonna send out notifications.
Okay. And before I get, how you doing, Arabia? Before I get, so
Hey,
Arabia,
my
how you doing? I'm
baby.
getting
My
down.
baby.
You sound better.
Yeah, I'm not drunk.
Okay, that's
All
good.
right, I'm be in the chat.
Okay, bye Lonnie. Good
All
night.
right.
Night, Lonnie.
Good night.
What's going
So,
on?
Arabia, did you make some jello?
No, I didn't make no jello. I ate some chicken and I had to eat whatever he prepared.
I'm
And
sorry. To me, jello is just so fun.
no, I love to make jello. You know what? You make the jello, you're making the ice pops. You know what I was doing? I was getting to fall asleep. Now I gotta go into the back bedroom to my boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And we gonna do our thing. And I appreciate you ladies coming up here,
Mm-hmm.
telling your truth, speaking your mind, and don't let nobody disrespect you.
Oh yes, indeed.
If I was disrespected a few nights ago or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and it is what it is. I get drunk, and it happens. I
Right.
did it when I was on the streets. My girlfriend did it to me,
Yeah.
and I should not have trusted her. I should not have trusted her. And everybody kept saying, "Don't trust her. Don't trust her." KK was my biggest fan because you know what? KK spoke Spanish,
Mm-hmm.
so we spoke Spanish to each other,
Right.
and I speak Spanish and Swahili.
Yeah.
That's what I love. Spanish and Swahili. And my boyfriend, he trying to learn the Spanish, but he gonna sound like a Cuban. He gonna,
Good Lord.
when I do my Spanish, it's like Mexican Spanish. So it is what it is. So, Brooklyn Ellie, I love you,
Yeah.
and
I'm
I love
glad you're
you.
better a little bit.
I love you to the end of the earth. Selena, thank you for coming up here. Empress, love you in love. I know you're in the chat. I thank you. I love you. Cause you know what? I'm gonna tell the truth. I was laying in the bed, and I said, I'm not gonna do shit.
Mm-hmm.
I got tired, I got sleepy, and I heard the voice of Empress 91 Love and Miss 504.
Mm-hmm.
That's what rose me up.
Mm-hmm.
And when I started doing the work in my life, not nobody else's life, my life,
Mm-hmm.
my boyfriend, everybody had their play day. Now the play day is over. Now everybody want to get sleepy. Everyone get tired. My boyfriend trying to get this birthday party going.
Mm-hmm.
What do I know what the birthday party going to be?
When is your birthday, Arabia?
March 18th.
Okay. Okay. I'm
Arabia, go to Dollar Tree, buy some decorations, tape them up, sparkly stuff. Just enjoy yourself that night. Don't worry about YouTube. Dance, listen to music, watch a movie. Just be you. Just have fun.
Okay, what I'm gonna do on my birthday? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm buy me a new DVD player. The old DVD player is gonna go to the pawn shop. I'm gonna give it to him because he gave it to me. And I said, take this shit to the pawn shop. Let them motherfuckers run it. But I'm gonna buy me a new DVD player. I'm gonna put in the movies I love to watch,
There
and I'm
you
gonna watch
go.
y'all. I'm gonna watch y'all. I'm gonna talk to y'all, and I'm gonna talk to Will T and Lonnie One Live. I'm gonna just look at all y'all on YouTube. That's my whole day.
Well, we love you, Arabia, and I'm gonna wish y'all a good night. I got to get up in the morning. It's my last day tomorrow, so for
Oh, I'm
school.
sorry, my baby. I didn't mean to hold you up. I'm
No,
sorry.
you okay. I just want to let y'all know I'm about to end this live and get ready for tomorrow. But
Okay. Night, Selena. Night,
I
Arabia. Night, everyone.
yes, I
Night, 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 night.
everybody on here. I appreciate Arabia and No Limit, The Word, Empress 91 Love, QT, Harley, 27 Darren, IDK. Let's see, even Miss Regina showed up in here. Okay, she said she don't like bullies. Hey, I feel you. Okay, my boy Ronald. Let's see. Um Larry, all these people that have came through and had to leave, and I appreciate you guys for coming through. Rich, everybody that came through. Let's see who we have up here. Montrese, everybody. I'm just gonna say everybody. If I forgot your name, please charge it to my head and not my heart. Everybody on this chat means a lot to me. I thank you for your support. Please like, share, and subscribe. For some people that have pages, please share my page with people. And I just thank you guys for supporting me. Like I said, I'm starting out, so this is different for me. It's really different, but I appreciate you guys truly. Everybody, good night. I will see you on Sunday, God willing. We will do this again. All right, talk to you later. Good night.